Okay guys, this is kind of a requested video. I'm going to talk to you about a weed, and you guys have probably heard of this a lot of. It's called plantain. There's two types of plantain, and I've heard people say, oh, we don't have that. This stuff grows everywhere. Like, look, it's in the sidewalk crack. It grows in there. I've got a chunk there. I've got some in my garden. That's hosta, but then there's plantain back there. So I'm just going to show you. By the way, plantain can be used for many things. I'm going to be drying, actually I have been drying some for soap. You can use it for salves, all kinds of things because it has amazing healing properties. It's one of the oldest medicinal plants. A lot of Native Americans use it. It's quite well known. But anyways, there's two types. There's wide leaf and thin leaf. This is a wide leaf. And I'll just show you some characteristics if you want to know what it looks like. Okay, for one, the veins in a plantain only go one way. Usually there's about 5. And I'm pretty sure there's 5 here. I've heard people say 7. I've only ever seen 5, I think. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so I was wrong. It's a 7. This one's 7, but they're always straight. There's never lines going the other way. A good way to tell if it's plantain is when you break it. It's a lot like celery. It has the celery strings, if you can see that. So yeah, another sign is sometimes they have, whoops, my hair's in the way. Sometimes they'll have purple in the bottom, as you can see. See? This is probably an older plant. That's why it's one of the oldest ones, but there's the purple. You can tell I've already used the leaf. But let me just show you. So we'll just, oh, if I can even pull it. It stretches and pulls. It has a very stringy texture like celery, okay? Now, say you get a bee sting or a snake bite even, or something. What you would do is take the leaf, buzz it up, chew it up in your mouth, or whatever, usually a smaller one. Buzz it up, chew it up, make like a paste. So you put this in your mouth, make a big gooey paste, spread that paste on, say, I don't know, do I have a boo-boo? Shall I show you a boo-boo? We'll say my toe, just for shits and giggles. Okay, boo-boo on my toe. Let's just say that that's a bite, okay? And it's not scabbed. So you put the coolest stuff on it, then you would take a bigger plantain leaf, and you would cover it up, and then bandage it on, and leave it on for, whatever, a couple hours, whatever. It'll draw the stinger out, the poison out, whatever. If you have bad skin, it helps with that. It helps healing sores, bruises. You can actually eat this stuff too. They recommend eating the smaller leaves, so like this. They actually taste very good. So you put the smaller leaves, you can put them in a salad. Lots of people will take it for a detox. So what you do is, say, put 2 or 3 leaves like this in a coffee mug, pour boiling water on it, let it steep for 10 minutes, and then drink that. And it will clean you out. And when I say clean you out, it detoxifies you like crazy. But like I said, too, you can also do a salad. So you would have your salad greens, and you would pull off all these like little tiny guys, and then these would be in your salad. When they get seeds, it comes up the middle, a straight stalk with a bunch of little tiny seeds. It's just one stalk. A lot of people will take those seeds and sprinkle them on their salad, and it's another great detox. It's actually like, if you guys have heard psyllium, these seeds are what psyllium husks are made from, or like part of what they're made from. So it's a very good, just like cleansing, detoxing plant. But just again to show you the characteristics, here's a big leaf. I'll put the big one there. Let's see if we can find some little ones. I think we'll go. Oh, I got some big ones in the garden here. See if we can find littler ones. I guess we'll just use these ones. A lot of times they're flat though. They're not always wrinkly like this. Ooh, that is not a plantain. Do you know how I know that that's not a plantain? Just let me show you the comparison. We're going to put those two side by side, and you'd think, oh yeah, that's a plantain. That's not a plantain. I better double check and make sure I didn't pick any of these. You know how I know it's not a plantain? Okay, because we'll show you a real plantain. Here are 2... JC, get over here, bud. Here are 2 Two ways to tell. Like I said, the lines should only go up on a plantain. That's the back. There's the front, there's the back. The lines should only go straight up. This one, if you've noticed, it has lines that shoot out from the middle. That's not plantain. I do think this is a type of green you can eat. Yeah, but it's not stringy. This one is not stringy. This is not plantain. Not stringy. This is plantain. Let me just show you the stringy issue if I can. See? See the string? There, like I said, stringy like celery. So you can eat it raw like this. It's a detox, and if you're not used to eating it, I ate like, say, that much right here, and it cleaned me out for 2 days. I had belly aches, but did I ever get cleaned out? So don't confuse this with another plant, because I don't want you guys eating anything poisonous or doing anything poisonous. But if you're not into eating it and doing the teas or whatever, what you can do is take the fresh leaves, put them in a bottle or bust them all up. Actually, I would definitely cut them all up so they're way smaller. You know, pummel them, and then you pour olive oil or whatever type of oil you want to use in your salve, and let it steep for 6 to 8 weeks, and then use that oil. You can drain the stuff out, or you can even heat it up on the stove with the stuff in it, but then strain it before you use it, and then you will use your other oils, your butters, your beeswax, and make a salve of this stuff. Also, I have dried the stuff, and then I pummel it up with the coffee grinder. I make a powder. Let me just go over and show you the dried stuff, because this is what I've been doing. Here's my bucket. Here is. Here's my dried plantain. Okay. This is the dried plantain. And what you would do is you put it in the coffee grinder, bust it all up into a powder, and now you can use it in your soaps. You can also use it in your salves the same way. It's an amazing plant. It's been around forever. Like I said, if you're out, you know, so many uses. If you're out in the wilderness, or you're out in your backyard, you get stung, or whatever, it draws out the poison and the infection. It draws out infections in any cut or sore you have. I noticed when they dry that the celery parts go black, but that's okay. You can use the whole plant, including the seeds. It's a great medicinal plant for soaping and for salves, like I said, or for eating, but I know a lot of people are leery about eating. But I just wanted to share that little bit with you guys. About plantain. There's other stuff that you can find in your garden too, like wild lettuce, which has opium effects without the opium addiction. That's another day. I just wanted to share with you guys today plantain. And on that note, let's go find you a plantain plant again to show you where they grow, because they literally will grow everywhere. Like I said, sidewalk cracks. Watch for the center. Sometimes they're purple. Don't be confused. This one is, I guess I must have pulled a different plant. That is not plantain. Although it looks like it. Some of the newer leaves look like that. That could very well be plantain. Maybe just had new leaves. Yeah, it's still plantain. It's got the strings. But just watch for those lines. They got to be straight up. Usually there's 5 or 7. They can be wrinkly. They can be straight. If you're going to eat, smaller leaves are better. And if you're going to do salves or soaps or dry it or whatever, they're fine no matter what size. And yeah, you'll find them pretty much anywhere in your yard. If you walk around in the grass, let's see. So we see if we can find another one just for shits and giggles to show you that they grow everywhere. So they grow in the sidewalks. Oh, here we go. Walk over here. Look at this. Right by the garden. There's a set. There's a plant growing right there. Plantain. Yes, see? Straight leaves. Or straight veins. Check both sides. Straight veins. That's a plantain. I wish I had some thinner plantain to show you, but I don't. But like I said, just look around in your lawn. You'll find lots of stuff. Clover. Wild lettuce sometimes too, which I think is right here. You'll know by the milky stuff inside, but I'll have to research that one more. But forget that. Plantain, like I said, look around. It looks a little bit like a hosta. And if I can explain that to you, here's a hosta. See the leaves in a hosta? Obviously, you know it's a hosta, though. They have way more lines, no matter what. Hostas have way more lines, so don't confuse them with your hosta. They can get pretty big, but usually, you know, average size. There's one back there. Right here. Let me just get it. Pull off a leaf. You can tell it's stringy. And there's a gigantic one. Like I said, this will be a good one to wrap. But I just wanted to share that little bit with you guys with plantain. And if you have any questions on any of this stuff, just let me know. Alright? And I'll talk to you guys next time in the next video. See ya!